The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're here to talk about you and everything we can do. Oh, God, there's a rhyming thing. Sorry. You know, you got choices today. I'd like you to get out a tablet and pen. I want to write notes down step by step. Now, we're going to talk about analyzation. We're going to talk about the American dream. We're going to talk about a corporation and about you and about your personal credit. So get ready to get that tablet and pen. Take some notes, please. Write down today's date at the top. I am known as the Godfather of credit. Silly nickname I've got after building billions of credit. Someone in KNX radio gave that to me. Now, the first thing I'm going to say is no pictures, no recording. I want you to put it here. It's kind of a mindset. As we do all these things, what happens is your case file is usually on my desk, and I go through every case there ever was. Literally, I analyze every client I've ever had, and we're talking 55 million people. I have 33 millionaire clients now and 30 billionaires. So we're going to talk about analyzation. We're going to talk about exactly what needs to be done, rules and tools. It's kind of an analyzation sheet back for you. So let's understand today. Now, there's me. I accomplished my goals. I got nothing in my way. Neither do you. Your biggest problem is you being in your own way. That's 1981. I broke the record for the highest and fastest kick on planet Earth. And I like goodies. You like goodies? I'm talking about Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and all kinds of goodies. From there, mansions and all kinds of things you could obtain. You see, I had some problems back in the 70s and 80s and 90s. They kept saying loan to value problem. Every time there was a problem, I came up with a solution. I would research law and accounting. Is there a way I can do this? Division process, write that down, please. The ultimate goes like this today. The biggest thing you have to understand something for you, it's a mindset. Here's what I do is I break down a goal. I want you to understand something today. I break down my goal by saying on certain things that I'm trying to do. For instance, you have a goal today. Let's make your goal list. Do you realize it takes 38 steps per each goal you have? Every step you do will get you closer to the goal, but if you don't give up. For me, it was very simple here. If I can touch it, I can kick it. I looked at something the way I was as a kid. I've been in martial arts since I was 4. Was actually the janitor for a karate studio in Torrance. I could kick the door jam at 10. 14, I'm kicking the basketball hoop. At T Week in junior high, in the Register newspaper, taking a picture, and they put white men or white boys can jump. So understand, breaking down a goal for me, I had to understand if I can touch it, I can kick it. Every goal you have has 38 steps. Let's understand. I can raise my hand up here, and I can jump up and touch the basketball net. So can you. Just jumping up and touching it. Since I knew the splits every which way, if I can touch it, I could kick it. I started kicking the basketball hoop, and they thought it was crazy. What? So this day, you're going to have people to put you down. Okay? That's another point to understand. Not everybody likes me. Not everybody likes you. But it's up to you, too. I'd like you to write down, see it, believe it, go get it. See, you have to believe what you want. You have to see it. You have to believe it and go get it. The only thing getting in your way is going to be you. Sorry to say, but it's true. So let's understand something today. I'd like you to turn your tablet this way. I'd like you to draw this diagram right there for me. So do you want to get to millionaire? Or you just like your boring life that you have today? Sorry, I think it's boring. I think you're a habit forming. I think you're boring. Sorry, that's just my opinion, and you're in a habit. You keep doing the same thing. You don't change anything. I'd like you to get up tomorrow morning an hour or two earlier. I'd like you to find my me time. It's called me time. So write it down, please. Let's give you an example. A corporation owning a corporation is called a subsidiary. Bank of America has bankrupt 8,000 locations so far. All your banks have. So understand. They have a branch number. Branch number means they have a separate tax ID. So the reality is it's like you. So if we look at the corporations and the banks and the grocery stores and the cities, and we try to process and understand how it works, we could probably get past go. Now, the other diagram I'd like you to write down for you. I want you to think about something, okay? You are a we the people, the United States of America Incorporated. We're entitled to 3 divisions of ourselves. If a corporation can own a corporation can own a division of you. I want you to write that down, please. So you had 3 chances to try, you didn't pay attention, and you keep bringing the pain home. We're going to get past that. So if we look at all the banks, we look at Sam's Club, Geico, Cities, they do this in front of you every day. Your goal is to understand how it works, so you knock it off and basically do one thing for yourself and your family. Stop bringing the pain home. Stop it now. How'd you bring the pain home? You jacked up your credit cards, you dropped your score, you got stuck, you couldn't get any more. That's very simple. You didn't understand rules and tools. You got your first credit card, or maybe an inquiry, or basically an authorized user or something. It was all wrong anyway, but I'm going to correct that today. You see, what happens is you should put a sticky on the back of every card you have. We have to understand, we have to dummy proof this. When I do something new, I feel stupid. And I don't like feeling stupid when I do something new. I have to master the rules and tools. So since I got stuck in the credit industry, or basically put into it, training Ken Yarborough, security chief at TRW Experian, I created something called the 29% rule. I want you to take every card you have, on the back of it, put a sticky. I want you to write down the limit of your card. What's 25%? What's 29%? Let's pretend you have a $10,000 card. You get all excited because you open the envelope. Oh, look, I got $10,000. Oh, goody. Then you jack it up, drop the score, get stuck, can't get it anymore. You did it to yourself. If you have, shitty credit today, it's your own damn fault. Don't give excuses about I lost my job, got an emergency. Your lack of knowledge is what brought you the pain home. If we kept it at 29%, it would not fluctuate. Write it down. All cards fluctuate but 2. Then if we take the 2 cards that don't fluctuate, that are unlimited to $1 million friggin' dollars, as long as you maintain a payment, you maintain a 750 score. Your problem is you jacked up the wrong damn card. That's why some of you have shitty credit today. So let's understand the rules and tools. I want to help you get to CFO level. For me, I basically started as a kid getting corporations and credit because I started Helping Hand Industries when I was 9.5. From here, you got to reprogram your brain into millionaire status. Your focus has to be changed. I got to rebuild you like Humpty Dumpty. We're going to look behind the curtain this time. We're going to pay attention. We're going to understand how it works, because that way I can get you a 750 score. The ultimate goal is to get you even more. So let's understand. On that tablet and pen at the top of it, I would like you to write down, see it, believe it, go get it. But it's up to you. See it, believe it, go get it. Whatever you see, you make a list, okay? For instance, like this is a list. Every goal you have on that list takes 38 steps to go get it. So you have to understand, if you have 1 goal, that's 38 steps. You have 2, what is it again? 38 per goal you have on your list. For me, it's to see it. I would basically pray and believe it, and I just go get it. I have no excuses. I have everything I ever wanted, okay? I got to millionaire status at 14.5, 2.6 billion at 26, 3.7 billion about 16 years ago. Then I got to die in a coma, and my life got stolen, but I have no excuses. I rebuilt it. So let's understand for you. I want to make you a CFO. So on that piece of paper, that tablet and pen in front of you, I'd like you to write down CFO. I'd like you to understand what I'd like to do is help rebuild you. I'd like you to get to millionaire status in the next 9 months. If you do what I tell you, you will. Maintain 100,000 of credit. Let's pretend, or you're going to say that's too much. Is it better to have more than we need or not enough? This is a $50,000 venture card. 2 of these is 100,000. So let's pretend you're going to do what I want you to, because that's what I'd like you to do. I want to give you 8 to 10 cards at 5 to 10,000 each. All right, I want you to use the right cards because these fluctuate, these do not. I want you to maintain 750 because I'll get you there, I'll guarantee it too. And then I want you to understand if you use 29% rule on 100,000, that gives you what, 71,000 of safety credit. You might not like the fact that I'll say shitty credit. You might not like the fact that I'll say quit bringing the pain home, but you understand you brought the pain home. You understand what you did it to yourself for the lack of knowledge. It's time to basically step up, man up, woman up, understand you're responsible for your American dream. I'll get you to millionaire status and I can guarantee it if you do what you're told to do. But you're a grown up, you don't want to be told what to do. So what do? We're in an impasse. Next, corporation's a legal person. Well, you have one, half of you, not all of you. Oh, goody for you. You spend thousands of dollars for a piece of paper, corporation service, attorney, CPA. You didn't learn diddly squat, sorry to say, but it's true. Corporation doesn't protect you. I would like to get you 1 million of credit. Here's 10. How much would you like? I have $62 million of credit cards on dashboards. You ready to play? You want to win starting today? We'll see. Okay, the reality is we're going to cut to the chase and tell you the truth. So I like to get you anywhere from 100,000 to $250,000 of credit right away to the corporation. Let's understand, corporate credit doesn't show up on your personal file. What did I say? So this 3 million doesn't show up on your personal file. So we don't have to worry about the 29% rule and tool. Because a corporation, you're on this officers list and you're on Secretary of State's website, they sue the corp, they sue you. I invented division process, by the way. See, I didn't want to pay a franchise tax fee for every Shakey's Pizza I had, 31 flavor, donut store, Subway, and all the shopping centers as well, because that's a lot of damn corporations. California charges $800 per corporation per year. That's franchise tax fee. I invented division process. I'd like to get you to auto income. Now, I know nowadays they call it passive or residual income. I don't know. When I was a kid, I called it auto income. I needed money coming in to pay my damn bills. At 17, I had 22,000 payphones. I kept gathering all those and buying everybody's route. I had 19 houses. They said I couldn't get number 20, so I did what? Transfer my properties into my divisions. I did a loan to value problem I didn't have anymore. I freed up my loan to value problem because I like to use that against you too. See, in your life, you've had people knock you down, tell you no, or rip you off, friend and family member. And they're like these experts. The reality is they actually didn't give you what you wanted, did they? We have to do asset protection. We have to protect our assets and make sure we don't bring the pain home. That's where you come and protect your family. Me, I didn't have a family as a kid. I got used and abused and ate out of a trash can. It sucked. So I had to put myself in check and say, if I'm going to get there, I got to be the smartest person I know. The list. I believe most of you don't have a damn list. That's your own fault. I believe your list is wrong. I believe you don't have your 38 steps to get everything you want on the list done. You need a goal list, a daily list, a weekly list, and a project list. Every project you want, you got to realize there's 38 steps. And you're not going to get there because there's no magic wand. And all the way, someone's going to try to knock you down and get in your way. That's just how people are. So again, if you'd like, let me give you your rules and tools and your steps. I'll guarantee you a millionaire. I've done 33 million millionaire clients now. So again, it's like corporations. If you have one, fantastic. If not, I'll hand you one for free. You pay your filing fee. Next, if you want a line of credit at US Bank, Wells Fargo, Chase, B of A, okay. First question I'll go is, how old is the corporation? It must be 2 years before they give you a line of credit to 150. If you don't have one, I have them in stock from last year. Let me know. Now, we're going to break this down as a goal. My ass, it's as high as 6 foot locker. My hair is going up, so that means I'm on the way down. I hit my head that night, got a big gouge here, blood everywhere. See, I ended up kicking the damn light. It's only 13 feet. I've done the impossible since the day I was born. You need to reach the highest goal you ever had with nobody getting in your way. You know, if you'd like $100 million building, $1 million Lamborghinis, okay, yachts and mansions, okay, and yachts in Huntington Harbor. Here's the key to that Lamborghini right there. I have properties in all 5 islands in Huntington Harbor. So when you have everything you want, what do you do now? My biggest fear at 26, I got 2.6 billion. I thought I was going to get fat, ugly, and die. That was my fear, by the way. When you have everything, you got to find a purpose. Okay, my purpose is to help people. This is 2025, a perfect year. It's basically the most perfect year in the history of mankind. 5 goes into 525 times. Okay, goes into 2004 and then more. See, if you understand how to break it down, you can win. But again, you have to understand something today. This is the year you run and don't look back. This is the year you write down, I will accomplish my goals, and write it down and tell it to yourself 10 times a day. Write it down. I had to motivate myself every step of the way. I was born in a friggin' taxi. They threw me in a trash can. Kind of sucks. But again, what happens? Help me, help you, and help others people. Referral program, affiliate program. Okay? Now, here's how it works. Do you want to reach millionaire status? It's a yes or no. It's a very simple question. Okay? I can get anybody to reach millionaire status. Okay? Anytime. All right? Just getting this pop-up. That's great. I love pop-ups. So here's a client. They started at a 610. They're now 770, and they have over $1 million of credit. Would you like me to do it for you? But here you're going to think it's too much. No, I understand. A lot of that credit's for the corporation. It doesn't show up on personal file. They have 100,000 of personal credit to balance their score, so they stay at 750, if not more. So your question to you have to ask yourself in the mirror is, do you want a millionaire status? It's yes or no. If the answer is yes, you want to watch this whole presentation. It's live. You have a question, you can ask it all you want, but you have to stay on target. If it's no, I tell you to come back in 45 minutes because I'm going to go through analyzations. I've analyzed 55 million people. I'm online 6 days a week. All right, if I'm not online, I'm in person. Okay, I help people all the time, and I'm retired. All right, if you want to call it that, I help people. But I got to billionaire status at 26. So you might want to listen and learn a little bit today. Rags to riches. Hell, I was born in a taxi, like I said. She put me in a trash can. She didn't want me. She was 15 and a half. So I didn't get a mommy and a daddy in that family, things that most people do. All right. I think you're probably 45 to 70 years old. You played it safe. You didn't take a chance, or you did and got your assets kicked. But it's going to be up to you. I think the biggest mistake that people make all the time is their lack of commitment. And they don't fight through the pain. They got very close and they kind of gave up. People are habit forming and they're actually kind of boring, and they go through that little rerun every day. It's time to change the rerun, change the channel. You gave up on you, and the reality is we're going to get back on track. I think you gave up on yourself, to be honest with you. But again, let's talk about Miss Walker here. She tells me, because she's upside down, she's losing her house, she's in debt consolidation, she's thinking about bankruptcy. She says, I spent $100,000 and all these experts to make me an expert. They didn't do diddly squat, even Tony Baloney there. I told her that was a lot of wasted money and time. Well, let's understand, for me, if you ever talk to me on the phone, I'm always going to ask how you're going to do, how's your family? Then you reverse it to me, and I'm always going to have the same answer. I've had this answer since I was about 5 years old. Always good. Always good. See, it's a mindset. I'm not going to tell you, oh, the sad thing is ready to drag everybody down. No, thank you. Always good. I'm ready to kick some ass. But that's just me. I've had to fight for everything I've ever had in my life. Then I'm going to say, thank you, Jesus. And yes, I'm a sinner. I say things that I should probably not say. I'm a licensed pastor in California, by the way, too. But again, the reality is I'm Pastor Reynolds, I'm Dr. Reynolds, or I'm Hey You. But guess what? Always good. I like to take time on the phone with you. I like you and I to spend an hour. I like to have your partner of life on that phone call with us. I like to blueprint you. That means I'm going to talk about your past, present, and future. I'm going to talk about good, bad, and ugly, bankruptcy, tax lien, problem American Express or Chase. I'm going to create your list, and I'm going to tell you what to do to get to millionaire, and I'm going to guarantee it if you do what you're told. But again, you're a grown-up. I mean, sorry, I think your way sucks. You fire yourself. Let me basically rebuild you my way. My way gets people to millionaire in 9 months or less, sometimes 18 months. It depends how they're slow and they don't pay attention. Family, corporation, division process, irrevocable trust. We're going to plan to live. We're going to plan to die because we're going to not have our family get stuck in probate. We're not going to be stupid. Costs $25 to protect your assets. From there, car, division, house, trust, all right, auto income. And what I put in my books in my series before that other guy did it and filed bankruptcy, all right, and came back again going blah, 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 is basically what? Page 6, paragraph 3, cash flow free up your time. It's in my book I wrote years ago called Winning the Game of Business, a series I wrote. So let's understand. You and your partner of life, the office, you can call my office, one of my call centers, and I like to blueprint every one of you. Okay, that's what I'd like to do if you allow me to. Now, please take a picture here. Here's your problem. I don't believe you're winning the lottery. You're getting a big enough raise. And half of you have shitty credit. You backed yourself in a corner. Take a picture. Supply credit can turn into cash about $51,000. You got to go back around over here and balance your debt. That's where you screwed up. So let's go get that 51,000. Let's rebuild you and repackage you. So if you have a collection item, understand something. There's 5 ways to kill the debt. Write it down. You have an IRS problem. It's very simple. You need to file tax returns, irs.gov. Write down the form. It's called 656, 430A and B. We want to rebuild you, all right, make you a CFO. So what happens is very simple. When I was training Ken Yarborough, this is going back to TRW became Asperian, I'm the one who created the 29 and 25% rule. So in other words, in the system, which nobody seems to want to tell you the truth, is that sticky is at $10,000 card. If you have one, you can only use 29%, which is $2,900. The moment you take that card to 30 and up and away, like Credit Karma said during pandemic, 42%, that made you in the red, by the way. So we're going to balance our score. And then you're going to start using the right card anyway. 750. TRW, Thomas Raymond Woolridge, Bicycle Parts, El Segundo, California, became Asperian in 96. When I drew the first one of these for Yarborough, it was good, fair, or hell no. All cards fluctuate. Write it down, but 2. All cards fluctuate, but 2. So we're going to understand what I need you to do today. I'm going to want you to freeze some credit reports. I'm going to want you to call the credit bureaus, Credit Karma. You can't call them, they have no phone number, but I want you to remove all your addresses but your current, all employment, and your phone numbers completely. That's how they connect the dots. You're basically going to say because you believe that someone's going to basically hack you or because they've been hacked. All bureaus have been hacked. Okay? So whatever reason you want to say, get that updated today. We're going to plan the problem. See, you didn't plan the problem, so you had no backup when they wanted to kick your assets. You brought the pain home. Now let's write down irs.gov. Write it down. I want to repackage you to millionaire, but I need you to do it my way a little bit, okay? irs.gov. I need you to not take a picture because you're told not to. I want you to write it down. I want you to write it down. These are some forms I want you to go get right away later today. Write down SS4 form, 1244 form, 4506C, and 4456, UCC1, irrevocable trust you're going to download at 1023, and a 4506T. Write it down. These are how you're going to help yourself get to millionaire. It's part of the foundation. You're also, if you're trying to use a CPN to get around your shitty credit, stop it. It's fraud. So we're going to focus on chapter 18 here. Now, I was lucky while I was being used and abused. I paid attention. I tell myself how to read at 2.5 years old, memorize every word she said in that book. So here it is. A corporation's a what? I'm not here to be your CPA and attorney at all. That's my disclaimer. Corporation's a legal person. Now, I heard this at a poker game as a little boy, looking in the corner, writing little notes, listening to rich and famous people go blah, 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 drinking whiskey and smoking cigars. I drove my bicycle the next day down to the Torrance Police Department. Next door is a library. Man, what does this mean? I asked her. She walked away. She was rude, too. 5 minutes later, here's a microphone, here's a buck. Now, let's watch what I circle next. Pay attention, especially you, Mark, especially you, Johnny, especially you, Karen. See, this is where you three screwed up. Corporation may sue or be sued. That's right. May sue or be sued. It does not protect you. It's never designed that way. Never. So 17900A3 got stuck, and that's how I created division process. My first corporation was Helping Hand Industries. Cost me $10. Same corporation today is $30. You got $30? Would you like one? Now, the weird thing for me is when I set it up, I got $100,000 of credit cards in the mail. That's right. Back then, people got credit cards, personally or business, in the mail and just had to activate and use the card. That's how it worked. But again, I got named to the movie Dave. So understand, I got $100,000 in the mail. My next mistake for me, and this is where you need to learn from my mistakes, at 12 and a half years old, I started the Orange County Blind Center. I used the word Braille, and I got sued by the Braille Institution because they own the rights to the word Braille. The goal was to never bring the pain home, so I had to master that as well. Now, the lie. Here's your biggest lie, okay? And I'll challenge any CPA and attorney, even you, on open stage, open forum, anywhere on this planet, okay? Anywhere. I have an IQ of 203 with total recall in most things. I write with both hands and talk at the same time. And in school, they said I was stupid, okay, and retarded. I thought they were just stupid, by the way. Here's your problem. You think a corporation protects you. That's not what it's designed for. Corporations were designed for the what? All right, legal person, the United States of America, incorporated, states, cities, is to receive money and not pay tax till they're profitable using the SS4. When you signed, all right, for the car, for that business, you guaranteed it, you pierced your veil. When you signed the lease of a building, when you signed for the credit card. So let's understand something flat out. If you think your corporation is going to protect you, it's not going to happen. It's going to come kick your assets. And when you listen to these idiots on TikTok going, you need all these LLCs, excuse me, that's a BOI in every one of them. Well, it's on hold. No, it's not. It's going to be off hold. But again, what happens? You get sued? Stupidity. See, the reality is the lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man and woman. People aren't stupid. Just half the people in this world are friggin' lazy. You're allowed a division of me. Write it down. You're allowed to replace you to guarantee anything by using a division of you. Then the IRS will literally give you a SS4 to do that. So again, I created a division process. Now, the lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man and woman. People aren't stupid, but the reality is half the people in this world are friggin' lazy. So if you want to play and learn questions, I'm online 6 days a week or in person, live all the time. And then on Fridays like today and tomorrow, I got classes, 9 classes tomorrow. Okay, you can go to class as well, and you can basically get to know me as I get to know you. I have no excuses. I'll help you get all your goodies, by the way, and I'll at least get you to millionaire status. But you're going to get used to raisecredit.com and Ray Reynolds, the Godfather of Credit. That's me. I want to repackage you like Humpty Dumpty. I want you to do it my way because I think your way sucks. But again, what are we going to do? We're going to pick boring and steady. In my original series 49 years ago, Winning the Game of Business, I put boring and steady because that's what I liked. Having payphones, having different types of businesses. I would like someone to drive you around your city today. You're the passenger this time. Every busy street, I want you to pay attention. I want you to pay attention and ask yourself and pull that mirror down, that visor. Why the heck don't you own all that stuff? Come on. You have pissed away $100,000 to $50,000 in your life. For $75,000, I could have got you a Wendy's restaurant. All right. Would you like a storage unit, laundromat, dry cleaning? These are ran by third party management companies. So for the money you pissed away and now you're broke today, it's ridiculous. You're not going to get to the $1 million dream. So let's understand. Ray Reynolds, Financial, all right, Group LLP. This is where I partner with clients all the time. Since 1987, by the way. Auto income, we're the experts how I created it. I invented it. So let's understand. 26, I got scared because I had everything I want. My biggest fear was getting fat, ugly, and die. So the reality is you can have everything you want. But again, I want you to take a picture right here. Every division you do under a corporation should be auto income 100,000 a month. Every division, you should multiply this. Goals for me are $1 million a year, then a month, then a week, then a day. That's what I accomplished by 2009. $1 million a day, by the way, corporations. So what do? I will show you how to do this yourself through class or coaching. If you want, I'll do it for you and hand you the keys. Again, I'll take away your excuses because I don't think excuses. One of my books, sorry, it's called Bullshit Doesn't Pay Your Bills because it doesn't. We'll show you how to connect to the auctions of tax liens. We'll go get to the apartment complexes through Chase Repo List. We'll play and win. We'll go through this and do one thing. Wells Fargo, 150,000 right here. What am I going to do? You have 15 states that have brand new houses under $100,000. Why don't we put 3 in escrow? In divisions. Why don't we let a local real estate office manage it for us? What are we creating? Auto income 5 to 10,000 a month. All right, then we're going to build up to 100,000. Then we're going to go state to state to state and have fun. All right, how about dry cleaning? I wrote the first book on that. How about laundromats? Did a book on that too. So understand these things around you are ran by third party. You can make a lot of money. Bought my first storage unit when I was 19 with my ex-father-in-law, Dr. Robert Soltis of the LA School Board. Again, having fun. Jack in the Box, first one at 17. Gas stations, goodies and goodies. We get to play and have fun. Now, EV charging stations put out my cell phones. Cell phones put out my what? All right, my payphone business. The one in prison still work. But again, in California, our governor wants you to get in the EV charging station business to partner with you. Again, it's another way to make income without having to do much, diddly squat. So again, if you like, as you get to know me, my location system can help you find a location, all right, help you, guide you, or we will get you one and we'll do it together. Either way, you're going to obtain auto income. That is the goal. So once again, I don't want you to run a business, but I want you to own it and be the bank. What are we going to do? Build the corporate cash credit, write it all off, create debt, offset taxes, and create 100,000 a month income to the corporation. So let's understand something. This is what I call Reynolds auto income. This is what I did. I invented division process in 85, 86. Under the Fair Lending Act, if I get one card, I'm allowed to get one per every division and up to 99 more cards. So we could take one card and literally create $1 million of credit in less than 9 months. It's up to you. Next thing is each division can have a different function. So here right now, this is 10 million a year, by the way. If you want that, let me know. I'll build that and design it for you. So again, this is 100,000 to $1 million per month per entity, per division. That's called financial freedom, by the way. So again, if you like, pick one. Let's work on a program together. Now, here's some clients, what they did after a couple months. Okay, again, it depends on how much you put into it. John got to 26,000 dollars a month. It took him about 90 days. Okay, from there, Robert got to 35,000. It took him 45 days after it was all set up. David here got to 96. It took him 8 months. So everyone's a little different based on their situation about their good or bad credit, because you have to be that CFO for the corporation. Again, Katie got to 224. All right, and that's the ultimate goal. So let's understand something. It doesn't matter where you come from. It matters where you're going. Glenn lived in his car for 3 years, by the way. He lost his job and his wife left him. He felt sorry for himself. Brand new company, brand new house, brand new truck. Put him on one of my info commercials years ago. Freeway Ricky Dickie Ross, very simple. He was in prison for 26 years, $3 million of credit. Thomas was in prison for 26 years, and I got him a brand new dump truck business in 6 months, doing $5 million a year. Again, Michael, God rest his soul, Arnold, okay, presidents I've incorporated, Costner, all right, Giovanni for Pixar, college professor, all right, Superman for Gold's Gym, took in vain, God rest his soul. In her, I got her $1 million too. So no matter where you come from, I can rebuild you if you listen and learn, and we can do most of the work for you if you want. I've also been known as the incorporated for Lakers, Dodgers, Angels, and Clippers. Your problem is you sit at the kitchen table, you said to your friends and family, we're going to start a business, honey. You jacked up the cards, you dropped the score, you got stuck, you couldn't get any more. You hawked your house and brought the pain home to you and your spouse. I call that silly and dumb, by the way. There's no reason you had to do that. The reality is, you lost your job, had an emergency. Let's understand something. These are unlimited up to $1 million friggin' dollars. As long as you maintain a payment, these all fluctuate. No matter what you go through, it doesn't last forever. That shitty day, week, month, or year, you could have got through that process and maintained 750 score. You didn't do that. That's up to you. The reality is learning, listening, learning. So while I'd like to get you 100,000 of personal credit, 29% utilization, 71,000 of safety in case you ever know what year, corporate credit 100,000. I'd like to rebuild you, if you allow me to. The Green Spark 100,000, the Two Sisters for 30, 160 times 9. Is that $1 million off one card? How about the B of A? There's 3 cards times 9. We get to multiply credit. How about, all right, Wells Fargo times 9? They have 4 cards. How about we look at Inc.? They have 5 cards. Chase. How about Gold Card? So if we build it from us rebuilding ourselves, getting corporation credit in division process, we could actually create $1 million of credit pretty quick. The next thing we have to understand, personal credit. Corporate credit didn't really show up on personal credit at all. The next thing is up to $5 million, we go play with the bank. The Bank of America, this is their, what they say, bridging the gap. Chase, Wells Fargo, US Bank. They will give you up to 150 as long as you have a 2-year corporation, and that's what you need to have in place. If you do it this year, you have to wait till next year, or you get one I have in stock unless you already have one from there too. These are my 5 favorite ones. I'm going to call this basically checkbook money because they give you a checkbook and then they'll basically give you a debit card. Here's 2 of them. Here's 300,000. See, if we build the corporate credit, we can finance the dream and write it off at the same time. Divisions allow you to use a projection of $1 million in sales. All right, that's a business plan, by the way. So million or maker, I can get you there, but it's going to be up to you to follow through. All right, I've held the hand of every client for 49 years. 55 million people so far I've analyzed. If we take the corporate credit and I build you my way, we're going to take that because borrow money is not taxable. We're going to buy the lifetime income, which I believe should be real estate or franchise. That way we own it forever. From here, manageable debt offsets taxes. 100,000 of personal, auto income, up to $1 million of cash credit to the corporation. Then we have to leverage money. We have to learn about leveraging the money. So today, it's very simple. We're giving about a 10% discount during the webinar. After that, call the office. They'll say, I can't honor that. So we get to play the game, and I'll say, thank you, Jesus, every step of the way. 100,000 of credit. If we build it for you personally or business, we charge 10%. Okay, that's about 10 grand per 100,000. From here, if you call the office, their price is simple. It is $79.99. If you did it today through me, you're going to get a 50% discount. 50% discount if it was done today because you're on this webinar. Okay. From there, if you wanted 50,000 personal business, we normally charge you 5,000. It is $39.99. If you wanted 25,000 added to any package, usually 2,500, it is $19.99 today. If it was done right away. Now, take a picture of this. I'm honest and I'm blunt and direct to the point. I will say Zelle, 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 now. Zelle is one of my favorite things. Why? The banks got together on July 6, 2022 about Zelle. It transfers money. It's clean. It's nice. Ray at raisecredit.com and Ray Reynolds. And when you do a Zelle in the memo, you put RW for Ray's webinar. Here's a phone number in case you need some help today. We got specialists in our call centers, 800-254-9506. If it was done today, I'm going to tell them to waive the 5% fee that the bank charges us. It's up to you. If I add you to my credit system, understand something. When I developed the credit system for corporations and tax IDs in 1987, instant credit files, having properties in all 5 islands in Huntington Harbor. From there, very simple. How I brought in millions and billions. But again, the Ray Reynolds University. That was my dream. I accomplished it to $1 million a day. My first series was winning the game of business from one of my companies called Repackage in America. Page 6, paragraph 3, it always said cash flow for your time. But again, it's 1,000 steps to millionaire, and every goal you have is 38 steps per goal. You have to break that down. From there, the Millionaires Founders Kit next series was sold at the Bonaventure for 32 years in Los Angeles. That's right, I'm one of the most verified people in the credit industry, and I'm the oldest one in the industry, period. And I'll take on anybody knowledge to knowledge, because you got a lot of BS out there, and kids wearing baseball caps backwards, act like the friggin' idiot. They're geniuses. I'm sorry, they're full of you know what in most cases. They know a piece, not the whole. So 32 years, 5,000 a set. There I am, 2009, I got to die. I had no shit day. What can I say? All right, I'm hearing things. I'm in a coma. We took out one of my yachts the night before, July 4th. Watch the fireworks, group of people. Someone had a virus. So I'm listening, and I can hear what's being done. My wife calls the office and says, he's in a coma. He's probably going to die. She's falling apart asking for people for help. Ron, my district manager, rents a U-Haul truck to go steal my books and CDs. My IT director, simple, he sold my phone numbers and websites to a porn site. They were the highest bidder because they had 55 million people in my database at the time. Never called the phone number. My point for you is the people around you, all right, have some of them ripped you off already? All right, wait till you have an oh shit day. So again, if you want the Millionaires Founders Kit, 12-book CDs, full blueprint, office is $1,000. If you did it through me today, it's $499. I always give half price because I don't get a paycheck or a commission. The real estate system managing $2.2 billion in real estate. Financial series, office is $19.99. If you do it with me, it's always half price of $9.99. And again, specialty classes. So understand, last week we did real estate specialty. I invented homestead blocker, UCC, which had a mortgage. When there was a problem of people not paying, I found a way I can create something they have to pay anyway, or get all their assets and their goodies. From there, this weekend, tomorrow, we have nonprofit. They're giving away about $10 billion in nonprofit. Would you like to help sponsor something in your own business for nonprofit and profit? See, we rotate these basically every week. And what happens is very simple. You're stuck with me in a live class about nonprofit. Federal government, state, cities, they got portholes to get some money. 10 billion they're giving away. So you might want to think about writing down 1023 form, irs.gov, and this is how you get a 501c3 exemption, public benefit, nonprofit status. But remember, if you pay someone for that exemption, they tend to charge you about $15,000. Go to the class, I'll show you how to do it yourself. But it's up to you. That's every 8 weeks, by the way. So if you needed a nonprofit, I'd hand you one for free. I'd give you one for last year. The reports I'd give you, understand, the corporations that I give away, I set up Asperian, TransUnion, and Equifax. So if you wanted the articles from last year to have a 2-year corp, tax ID, all right, from their offices list, I'd put 3 divisions to that nonprofit. I'd put you in a workshop called nonprofit, but the office is going to sell this for $9,000. I give it away for $59.99, $6,000. Again, that's basically a 2-year corporation. From there, it's a Zell situation. I'd like you to understand getting goodies. I call it goodies. It's the best way I can say because it made me feel good. Because I had no one to say, you know, you got to do this or that. I had to teach myself or create it myself as well. So what happens is when you're getting millions and billions, they use the loan to value problem against you. Division process solve the problem. The American dream, I don't know what it is for you, but I got a bunch of goodies. Would you like a 750 score? It'll take you 90 working days to listen to me, and then we'll work together to get it for you and guarantee it. But again, I'm live on Fridays and Saturdays. You want to play yet? I got no excuses for you. From there, I'm going to guarantee what I say I'm going to do 100%, and I'm putting red ink. As long as you're part of the program and you don't violate the 2 rules, we're going to get along great. That means you don't apply for credit, you don't jack up your rapid rescore, and you don't jack up your cards. If you apply, it crashes the rapid rescore and kills the history I added for you, corporate division. So again, that would mean simple. You restart it, you pay a fee, or we close your case. Is that fair? In other words, don't screw up, we'll be fine. From here, what we're going to do is write down today's date. Give me 90 days, and we're going to get you to millionaire status and repackage your 750 score. Now, hopefully, all right, my journey and what I've had to go through will help you a little bit fighting through the pain. I've always felt I've been an example for God, faith and persistence. There I am in the coma. I can hear everything. I can hear my tax attorney trick my wife to sign a POA. I hear the nurse ask my wife if I'm a donor. They're going to take my heart and take it away. Now, I died at 5:41 on the 5th of July. I was given a choice. All right, stay in peace or go back. The moment I said go back, the machine went beepity beep again. So let's understand something today. Okay, I came back to help you if I can. Now, for all of us having sad stories, which I don't think everybody cares anyway, reality is I moved 24 times by the time I'm 11 and a half years old. A lot of great people. Watts, Torrance, Hawthorne, Long Beach, a lot of shitty places to go. I've been shot and I've been knifed, but I haven't given up. I have faith and persistence. So today, God's gift, the mansions in the harbor, race boats, yachts in my backyard, and own properties on all 5 islands as well. And I always put RayReynoldsUniversity.com in all of them. From there, the Duffy was to take the wife on Fridays and Saturdays to Captain Jack's for steak and lobster. It's right around the corner. So again, if you want that $100 million building or the $1 million Lamborghini, all you have to do is listen and learn, and I'll teach you how to play the game of business. Today, you need to do 3 things for me and for yourself. Please write down driver's license, insurance, registration. Let's understand something. You get in a bumpity bump at Sam's Club or something. You get pulled over by a police officer, and what happens next? Okay, you're giving your home address out. I'd like you to change that. You're highly intelligent, but some of the things you do are kind of dumb. PO box or mailing address, all right, whatever state you're in, please, whatever they allow you to do. But that insurance and driver's registration, please don't give out a stranger your home address. I call that dumb. So I like the goodies. And again, white men do jump. The Guinness Book of Records came out that night, and the first thing he said out of his mouth was, "Where's the wires? It's not possible." He kind of pissed me off. See, I don't have to run to go jump. I just could jump straight up in the air. By the way, I kicked at the lights that night. It's only 13 feet. He did come back later and say, "This is an aluminum building. There's no wires, no blank, Sherlock." So I can accomplish my goals, so can you. Now, after coma, we did research to find out relatives. Richard Bishop was my grandfather, by the way. He didn't give a crap about me either. So the reality is he was Coach Bishop. All right, basically from there. They made a movie after him, Roosevelt High. I think he looks like Al Capone, doesn't he? But again, the word no doesn't mean no. No means because you accept it. I always thought when they said no, they're stupid. There had to be a better way. Plan the problem. So get a hold of Intuit because they bought Credit Karma, December 3rd, 2020. There's no fun ability to help you. Again, LifeLock, be careful, please. They've been indicted 6 times. Their last indictment's $100 million. So I tell you to be careful. So if we look at credit repair, let me get out my magic wand, but it doesn't exist, by the way. Mine's kind of bent. You see, the credit repair you see on TikTok, Google, and YouTube, they're lying, which is against federal and state law. But again, what can I tell you? If you want to be a liar, be a liar. Federal law says, Federal Trade Commission says you can't collect money up front. But again, the Credit Repair Organization Act says the same thing. Then let's write down Section 611. See, these are things you need to do yourself. I'll help and guide you if you want, or we'll do it with you and for you. The CFPB, Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, indicts the Credit Repair Cloud. They were the #1 BS database to help you get in the credit repair business. Daniel here might go to prison. So be careful, please. Plan the problem. Safety credit, write it down in the line of defense. What do we look at? I created this back in 1987, training Yarborough, TRW, and Experian in 96. 0 to 29 is green. All right, all the dashboards finally did what I did back in the 80s. That's why you need the sticky. 30 is yellow, 50 is red. All cards fluctuate but 2. Write it down. All cards fluctuate but 2. Your goal is to never bring the pain home. And understand there's only 2 cards on planet Earth that do not fluctuate at all. It is your gold and platinum cards. And the points will pay the fee anyway. So you jacked up the round damn card. That way you got stuck, couldn't get any more. Again, learn the rules and tools and maintain that 750 once I get you there, please. All right. So raise rules and tools every step of the way. Now, 750 is waiting for you. All we have to do is analyze you. That means we're going to take your case. We set up a case file for everybody. We always have. And we're going to do an investigation sheet. We're going to tell you exactly what you need to do. We're going to do most of the work for you anyway. And hopefully you're going to go to class, not fall in your what? Analyzation. So let's understand Rapid Refresh. 44 years ago, Rapid Score and Rapid Refresh, I created both of them working with Harold Stokes and Ken Yarborough. Now, this was a 510. It's now a 757. So understand, what do we got to do? All right, you have to be part of the program. This is a nice lady. She has a 651. From there, she has no green lights, no possibilities right here. And that's all we got to look at. So we have to be very careful with this. Next, I do a Rapid Rescore, pushes her up, all right, almost 100 points. What do we get? Green lights. We build her $1 million of credit. So again, understanding credit. Here's a bankruptcy. Nice couple. They didn't need bankruptcy. They went to a bankruptcy attorney to ask a question about debt consolidation. What should they do because someone lost a job? Now, what happens is very simple. On TikTok, you have 3 ding-dongs that say, you need a Capital One secure card. The answer is no. That secure would give you an inquiry, would screw it up. My dashboards as an affiliate, I can get you out of 9 out of 10 times a card with no what, even while they're in bankruptcy. It's right in front of you. $500 card. If you ever need a secure card, it's only Open Sky. Write it down. Open Sky does not do an inquiry, and that would be the goal. Now, this is a love and collection accounts. This is a total mess. Late on a car payment. Here's $3,000. Let's learn to balance the debt. We have to be responsible. We can't be a bunch of crooks. Rapid Refresh blocks bad credit, pushes scores up, creates green lights to help you balance your debt. And that would be the thing to look at today. So a Rapid Refresh, it costs $499. If you do what you're told and you do a Rapid Rescore, we basically sell you one or do one, you'll be above a 750 every time. Again, it's a Zelle payment, and that's how we take payment unless you call the office. And if you put it on a card, they usually charge you 5%. It's up to you. Now, if you're not a client yet, I'd suggest you get the personal credit score. This is a program to get you ready for CFO level. I like to build you 10,000 of credit. I like to do a Rapid Refresh. I like to dispute everything you have on your file to find out what's verifiable for 9 months for free. We're going to charge you $14.98. You go to class Friday or Saturday or both. If it was done today during the webinar, it's discounted to $9.99. Very simple. From there, if you are got a corporation or you want one, I'll give you one for free if you don't have one. I will rebuild you like Humpty Dumpty to make you a CFO level. I want to give you $25,000 in cash credit. I will charge you $2,499. That way you get 10 times your money back. I will analyze you right away. I'll let history and start popping credit as well. You'll become a certified CFO. You'll also be able to go to level 1 in corporate setup for 90 days. You're still stuck with in a live class. If it was done today, it is discounted to $19.99. You save $500. It's a Zell. You call the office right away. 800-254-9506. So now I need you to do some work. See, I'm going to have you freeze your report certain ways as well. But I need you to call the phone number, 888-567-8688. I want you to remove yourself from the national mailing list. You're the one who did it to yourself. The voting list they sell 412 times a year. Cable Bill Corporation. So I'd like you to opt out for 5 years or a lifetime, please. And the phone number is right in front of you. Write it down, please. I'd like you to do that later today. Now, here's what happened. You're 14 to 16, and all of a sudden what happened, very simple. You were told to get an SSN. I don't believe you paid attention at all. By the way, the SSN is the SS5 form. It's right there. You didn't pay attention. That's IRS, by the way. So your SS5 equals SSN in a 1040 tax return. That's what it did. Okay, now if you didn't do it, that means you were born in 71 on. That means because Nixon took the gold standard out. Here's an SS4. I'd like you to read line 1, please. Legal name of entity, individual person. They created the SS4 for banking and credit purposes. They didn't expect ding-dongs to use the SSN in the first place because you're not supposed to, but you do anyway. You're allowed 3 divisions of you. From there, that's up to you as well. Let's look at the form a little more detailed. It says banking and credit purposes right there. Now that's per entity. Each division will have its own credit file, experience, charge you an Equifax if you allow me to set them up for you. From here, my problem in the late 80s and 90s, I had $53 million of credit cards. And what happens, very simple, they're shrinking my limits. When I decided to loan out money and call it cash flow free up your time, and that's what I did, I used my division process. Each division I call as a bucket of money. My first matrix I ever created was 4.6 million, and I loaned out literally, 6.4 million and created 190,000 a month. It took me 41 divisions, took me 18 months. This is in 1998, by the way. I called it auto income as well. The assets behind were basically $1.1 billion. Do you want to be a millionaire? It's very simple. It's a simple question. When you say yes, change it to a no. I don't want you to be a millionaire. I want you to be a millionaire corporation. I want you to be a millionaire corporation. Every division is allowed basically what? Bucket of money. Every division is allowed credit cards, asset, and the things you're trying to accomplish. Divisions will give you the line of defense. Financial series is buckets of money, tax balancing, become the bank. You might want to get a copy of that as well, but it's up to you. Today, it's a 10% or if not more discount on certain things we do. So, division process. When I set up the division for the corporation for you, I established through Experian, Treasury, and Equifax, and I put $2,000 of history on it. Then I teach you the daisy chain, and then you can realize one thing, you can build a corporate umbrella. 3 divisions in a corporation usually is 1 million of cash credit. Divisions today, instead of $9.99, they're $4.99. I'd like you to take a picture here. This gives you 3 with or without credit, or 9 or 12. Take your picture, call the office, get your discount today. It's a Zell. All right, or card, they'll waive the 5% fee if it was done right away. So if you want a phone call with me, understand, all right, I am $3,000 an hour and $25,000 a day, and I get paid that all the time, Fortune 500 companies. For you, it's $399 for 15 to 20 minutes. That would be a Zell only. The office does that for $5.99. You save $200 if you did it right away. The goal is to blueprint every one of you. I don't believe I can help you 100% until I blueprint you. All right, because I think going to the office and getting your bonus credit and corps, okay, that's fine. Personally, you and I, with your partner of life, an hour on the phone, past, present, and future, building you up. The office sells a blueprint call with me for 1 hour for $19.99. If it was done today by Zelle only, and you put RW on that Zelle, it is half price for $9.99. There's your Zelle once again. What do we look at? Corporation. You have one? Great. Do you have $1 million of cash credit? No, I'll do it for you. You need a corp? I'll hand you one for free. You pay your filing fee. What is our goal? Stop bringing the pain home. Put your ducks in a row. Let me repackage you my way, because I believe your way, sorry, sucks. Because you didn't make it. I get to millionaire status at 14 and a half. What have you been doing? Sleeping? I don't understand. Corporation's a legal person. I showed you exactly banks and grocery stores, they bankrupt locations called subsidiaries. You need 3 divisions of me. Write it down. Now, this is pathetic. He's what? He lost his job? Then man up. Drive Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, have a damn garage sale. Man up. The kids need food, go to the church, they'll hand you the food. Hey, I lost $3.7 billion going in a coma when my wife signed her POA. We came homeless. From billionaire to homeless again. Are you kidding me? I got my 3 divisions of me and my 5 closet divisions. I built $1 million of credit in 6 damn weeks. I bought my wife her next dream house. Are you kidding me? Nobody has to stay down on this planet besides you, because you chose to. Knock it off. Let's go get the dream. But it's up to you. $500 million of goodies. They kept telling me loan to value problem. Division process. The car I buy, fleet price tax ID division. It never shows up on my credit file. I don't waste 5 hours being sweated. It's ridiculous. We do it my way. House, husband and wife, don't you dare sign that loan together. That's called dumb. Understand that house belongs in a trust. Car, you lose the car. Understand, they lose house and car. Guess what happens? They report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. Now you got double shitty credit. Congratulations, you didn't plan the problem, did you? There's your problem. Now today, I need you to write down if you're being analyzed today, or if you're a client, you're going to call your specialist on Monday after 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. We have a problem on analyzations. Capital One, it doesn't say what type of Capital One. We need you to call the office and tell us. We want to know exactly, is that a Quicksilver 1, Venture 1, or a Platinum card? So you're going to call Monday morning, 10 o'clock Pacific Standard, anytime after that. You can't call before because I have a meeting every day. My meeting is called Setting the Tone for the Day. If you mess up American Express or Chase, I need you to tell us that, because they never forgive you. The phone number in front of you is what you're going to call, all right, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But you can call all through that day, just not during the meeting time. From here, what are we going to do now? We're going to have fun. If you don't use the credits built for you, they're going to come back and say, no, you have too much available. If they do that, it's Chase, by the way. So again, I am an affiliate, 119 creditors. $52 million in a dashboard. I can use my history to build you a card and build you up and away. Trade lines are a joke. They're fraud. Authorized users in the way. So I got to make you a certified CFO. Rapid pushes you up, and I can pop some more credit for you. What happens when you do a rapid and what you're told to do? 750 and above. How do you need a rapid? $4.99. There's your Zelle. Simple. You can call the office right away as well. I'm going to tell you the truth. You might not like it. You might not like the truth, because I'm going to say if you screwed up a creditor, negotiate or pay the damn bill. We can dispute till we're blue in the face if they don't want to charge it off. So what do? If you Zelle $999 today, because you're in a credit rebuilding right now, I will change that limit to you from $500 to $10,000. I will hand you a brand new corp, tax ID, and put you in my class for 90 days live, and take away excuses. That's if you Zelle that and you're in the credit rebuilding program now. What are we going to do? Corporation's a legal person. If we have debt, what do? We turn supply into cash, $51,000 worth. Balance our debt. What do we look at? SS4, which creates credit reports, and debt follows SS4. So we don't have to be a bunch of ducks and sheep. It says banking and credit purposes per entity. So we could play my way. Now, the reason you want me to do the corporate divisions is my dashboard sets up instant credit reports, Experian, Tradu, and Equifax. So you can be a great CFO. When you guarantee a building, a car, apartment complex, storage unit, what happens? If the corporation has an old what day, files bankruptcy, who do they come get? You. So understand something. Who are you going to call on Monday? Your specialist after 10 o'clock. Write it down. From there, here's 5045. Here's a client. We give everybody a case number. This is 5045. They have a MIM. Understand that means millionaire in the making. They want 5,000 in credit. Well, they should want 25 to 50 to 100,000. 5,000 is nothing. It's usually on one card, right? You see that? Look at this. This is an up and down friggin' show. It's ridiculous. All right, because this person doesn't have the knowledge. They keep going up and down. It's like, stop it, knock it off. All right, it's a total mess. Look at this one. Whee, we can skip down it. Here's the problem. Okay, this person here already started at 575, and they went down instead. They're late on basically here. Can you imagine? You're late on your damn Lowe's card. I mean, understand something. Okay, if I had a Lowe's and I was going to be late, I'd go to Lowe's and get a gift certificate, walk out to customer service, catch the sucker, and make the payment. I'd use their own money to pay the bill and go, wee! There's a solution for everything. This is ridiculous. You screwed up Navy? How dare you? That means you were military, thank you for your service, or someone else gave you an access code and you screwed it up. I could have got you 50,000 off of Navy, even having a 550 score. Okay, but again, look at this here. Capital One, 99%. Okay, Capital One's dashboard, you go online, you click like you're going to make a payment. Right hand side says I want. Opens another page, left hand side on the bottom says increase your limits. Every 46 days, ask the question. There's no inquiry. So everything we got here is maxed out. But look at this stuff down here. Come on. We have a US bank for 19,000 if it's really yours. See, I believe this is BS. I believe these are trade line craps. Okay, because if they're yours, why the hell wouldn't you just balance your debt on a shitty $1,800 card? I mean, come on, it's crap. You don't have $5,000 to $10,000 cards. This is trade line crap. This person's doing fraud. Okay, 33,000. I mean, you can balance this in 5 seconds. Why aren't you balancing your debt? Oh, you don't like the truth. I'm sorry. Okay, your rapid stopped in 6/18/2024. You have no green lights. This person's not taking this serious. Okay, they're jacking up the wrong damn cards. Okay, but again, they're late and everything else. This is a total violation of what we're trying to do. I would suggest you call our floor supervisor, Monday Brandy. She's your specialist, and tell her what you're trying to do. What is your game plan? Because this crap has to stop. Well, I'm sorry, you want me to be fluffy? Okay. Oh, please stop. No, we got to understand something. We're responsible for our debts. Here's 5921. Chris is your specialist. You're rebuilt. You want 5,000 in credit. Okay. All right. You just started here. No problem. So let's in Macy's. Okay. B of A. 12,000. Okay. So here we have some zeros. We can take some balances. We could actually get to a point we can balance this out and get them to 29%. My question to this person would be, do you have Navy, are you part of Navy Federal Credit Union, yourself or anybody military in your life? They will give you up to $50,000 if I position you right, all right, even with the 550 score maxed out. So we have to basically bring these down, build you up and away, no problem. Okay, from here we're playing the wee. It's the up and down show. What'll happen is your rapid basically is good till 6/5 or 6/9/2025. You have one green light, that's it. Any problem here, Express or Chase, we need to know. What is the game plan here? We need to understand this. See, these little cards don't make sense to the big cards. Again, we have to balance this. And how do we balance it and go up and away? I wish you would have called me before you jacked it all up. Any problem with Navy? I need to know that because maybe we can help you in that way as well. There's 5 ways we can go after things to correct things. That's 5921. Here's 5199. Brandon's your specialist. You're rebuilt. Okay, you get 500 bonus cards. So we in other words, we get to reimburse you for what you spent in the first place. So that's what I've always done. I've always given people anywhere from 1 time to 10 times their money back, whatever program they get into. Why? Because I wanted to do this for free. when I was 26, but no one wanted to play. But we got to pay the bills here anyway. So guess what we get to do? We get to play the game to win. So we brought you up 30 some odd points and got you a card. Where's the card we got you here on 819? Okay, we have PayPal. Okay, 0%. Your Rapid is good to what? It expired already. Okay, you have one green light. All right, so we need to know what is your game plan here a little bit. What happened to this card? Why there's not a balance here? We could push you up and away. We already got you another 26 or 24 points, 26 over here. So we need to know what the game plan is. All right, the best way we love is we love communication. So call Brandon on Monday after 10 o'clock, please. Let's see what your game plan will be. Here's 5228. All right, 5228. All right, you're $1 million in the making. You want 25,000 of credit, and you have 3 divisions. Okay, Priscilla's your specialist, no problem. We brought you up 70 points or so, no problem at all here. This one needs to be updated more. There's no inquiries. Keep it that way. This collection just showed up. All right. If it doesn't go away in 3 or 4 months, I'd probably negotiate it. It's not charged off. Here we have 45%. Again, I would increase that limit by going to the dashboard. Let's get it to 29%. This is terminated. It's a phone call to remove it. That's it. American Express and Chase. It's no good. We can go after those cards. You have 2 green lights. Okay. And you're getting 25. You should be getting 100,000 in credit. As we position this, 25 is not going to be very much. It's up to you because you need 5 to 10,000 cards personally as well. That is 5228, by the way. Please call Priscilla on Monday. 5926. You didn't give us a Credit Karma, you gave us Sperian.com. All right, so you don't get the pretty graph that they do. Chris is your specialist. You're a rebuilt. Don't know if you even get a bonus card. Didn't say anything. You have an inquiry. Okay, so what do we do here? We need to understand that. We have some collections. One is 0, remove. Other one we can challenge. Capital One, all you have to do is increase. I mean, these are little crap cards anyway. You can pay it down or increase the limit. And let me go to work and build some real big cards because that's ridiculous. But again, it's up to you. Any problem, American Express or Chase? Rapid is good to a 418, 2025. You have no green lights right now because that means this isn't going up and down yet. It will. But again, we need you to talk to Chris on Monday, 5926. 5438. Instead of going up, you're going down. Priscilla's your specialist. You're $1 million in the making, 5,000 in credit. No inquiries. Please keep it that way. We will go after these things, see if they're charged off or not, remove. We have a Capital One, 29%, 28% on Credit One. Okay. Any problem, American Express or Chase? They have some green lights. It usually takes 3 cards in rotation. I believe I popped this person a card earlier today. So let's see what happens. Talk to, all right, Priscilla on Monday, please. Let's see what the game plan will be. Here's 5667. All right, Brandon's your specialist, rebuilt. Again, we got you some points, 30 points or so, no problem. Capital One, we got a card, and we have some collections. We got to go around those as well. Okay. This can balance that score. Target, 43% on a $300 card, not hard to bring it down. You have the Capital One Gold business card. From here, we could balance this across the board. Don't even know if you get a bonus card or not. But again, if you do, talk to your specialist as well. Any problem, American Express or Chase? See where it says Navy here? I can position almost anybody with the lousy credit, jacked up 550 and above, up to $50,000 line of credit and credit cards at Navy. Please don't screw up Navy. There's always a solution. But I want to work with you anyway. So that's 5667. Please call Brandon Monday after 10 o'clock. Here's 5924. You're a rebuilt, all right, and a rapid. Priscilla's your specialist. All right, the B of A is a little jacked up a little bit. If you haven't asked for a while, we can get to the point they'll increase the limit a little bit. So only 2 things on a card, pay it down or increase the limit. From here, you have a couple of the things to balance this. Any problem, American Express or Chase need to know there's no green lights currently. Okay, And let's see, you just got into the program. So the difference, that rapid's going to push you up and away as well, which will create a bunch of green lights. That's 5924. 5923. These are collections. There's a big one here. 37. Okay, here we're going to go around that. Don't be surprised I still get you Capital One, even though you haven't screwed up, as long as you're in a rapid rescore. You're rebuilt rapid with 10,000 of credit. Okay, I don't know what happened here, but we'll talk about that as well. And we have no balances. So I would put balances, the cards are 20, 15 to 20%. Push the score up and away to 710. Go around these things and get rid of them or negotiate something. We can probably see if we can get them to charge them off. From here, your rapid is good till actually was submitted on 2/4/2025. So it was recently submitted, no problem. And what happens is when rapid gets submitted, whee, it usually shoots straight up, and that's what it's doing. Well, it's a nice thing, huh? So the goal is very simple. What we get to do, build you up and away. Please talk to your specialist on Monday. Let's see what the game plan really is. Priscilla's your specialist. Here's 5919. 5919. Brandon specialist, you're rebuilt. Your bonus credit 10,000. 550. You just got into the program. No inquiries. Please keep it that way. We're going to go after these things right here. And you had a bankruptcy chapter 11, and then a 7. So what happens, you had an 11 because of the volume of money or maybe business, and they converted to a straight 7 because the 11 would be the payment plan. You're late here, not good. And we have these collection items to go around as well. Not a problem. We got to rebuild you and challenge us all. Here we have B of A authorized user. See, here's the problem. Your authorized user is killing you. 106%. Why don't you get yourself removed off that? Get it removed off that. Let me pop you a card to build you 2 cards, 3 cards up and away. That's what we need to do, but it's up to you as well. So we can rebuild this. Because of this problem, this issues here, you're looking at about 7 months to finish this job here. Getting to that 10,000 on a problem should actually be going after 100,000. If you're in rebuild right now, bottom line is if you sell $9.99 today, we would hand you a corp, tax ID, put you in class for 90 days with me live, level 1 in setup. From there, you'd pay your filing fee, and we'd increase you to 25,000 of credit. Okay, up and away, but it's up to you. And that's the ultimate goal. So again, corporations, a legal person may sue or be sued. When we look at that, it's very simple. Here we have to realize supply can turn into cash, which can help balance your debt. Because I don't think you're winning a lot of getting a raise. We got to figure a way to rebalance your debt. That's about 51,000 of credit. Tax ID for every entity, even 3 divisions of you, banking and credit purposes. So the way to rebuild you, getting experience doing Equifax business reports. Guarantee building, car, apartment complex, storage unit, corporation fails, who do they sue? You. So you become a duck and a sheep. Please call that number on Monday. Talk to your specialist, please. All right, so we can get past this and see what your kind of game plan is. Here's 5918. Come back here. 5918. Very simple. Christopher's your specialist. You're a rebuilt, rapid, and 10,000 bonus card. Just got into the program. Good. We're going to go around these things. First Premier, it's the worst card on planet Earth. So these are paid. We're going to get rid of those as well. All of a sudden, we got here at 71%. Credit One was started by Mark, and he's in Las Vegas. If you go to Credit One and you change what it says offers, you change your income. Usually what happens is 2 or 3 days later, they want to know if you want to increase. They can also do a soft poll too. So these here we can balance this pretty quickly. Capital One Business, that means you have the gold card, the gold spark. So balance this wouldn't be a problem. Any Primary Express or Chase, it says no, good. Rapid rescore is good to 519, 2025. And you have some green lights. You were going down, they're going to start going up again because rapid rescore just got put in place. You just signed up, no problem. So again, talk to Christopher on Monday, please. That is 5918. 59.18. Here's 59.16. And Priscilla's your specialist. You're a rebuilt. Don't know if you get a bonus card or not. If you do, let her know. If you don't, then you don't. Here's a little collection account. Authorized user again. We have no card. This is hurting you. I'd get rid of it and let me pop you a real card for you. But it's up to you as well. It doesn't say you get a bonus card. So if it's just rebuilt, then just all we do is rebuild. I would tell them to give you 100,000 on credit. But again, they'd charge you a fee. Be prepared for that. Any Primary Express or Chase. That was 59.16. Here's 59.15. What do we look at? Jake's your specialist. Rebuilt, rapid, 5,000 on credit, no problem. No inquiries, please keep it that way. We're going to go around all this mess here. And from there, this is at KeyBank, 79%. KeyBank's good. They even have a line of credit for 50 under tax ID. So again, let's talk about your game plan. What we need to do right away to get around this and pop some cards. Rapid here is pushing you up 12 points, 21 points. Please talk to Jake on Monday, please. And let's make sure we understand the game plan here. That's 59.15. Here's 59.14. Again, bonus card 5,000. Rapid and rebuild. From here, these are some collections going to go around until we challenge them, see if they need to be negotiated or just removed. Capital One, 21%, no problem. This is pretty good here. Any problem, American Express or Chase, need to know. No green lights. Well, let's see what Rapid's doing. Okay, you were 490, now you're 600. Okay, you were 490, now you're 600. Okay, again, that's the ultimate goal. We like the fact that it's going up, and away. It's 59.14. Here's 59.13. A lot of collections, at least they're little. Well, there's a big one there, and the rest of them are little as well. Okay, we chip away at it and see what we can do. Million in the making, you want 10,000 in credit. Brandon is your specialist. Please call Monday. This has a zero balance. Well, let's put a little balance on it. Go around this, push the score to 700. All right, basically from here, not started. All right, to basically set up balance. Okay. So they haven't started the wrap because this person has a balance that's due. It's 59.13. Here's 52.03. 52.03. Okay, we got you 60 points. Here, got your points over here, no problem. Brandy's your specialist. You're a rebuilt, $500 card. And then you violated. Why would you do that? Why would you violate the program? I don't understand. We got two collections, so I guess Chase is a definite yes, and even American Express screwed that up too. Okay. From here, this could be balanced by increasing limits or pay it down. We need to know what the game plan is because you have Capital One, 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. So you got Quicksilvers and you got some Platinum and you have some probably Venture. Okay, no problem. From here, you should get both American Express and Chase. You have some green lights. That's good. Rapid is ended on 8/21/24. You would need a Rapid, but again, I talked to Brandy about the violation right here and see what happens next so we can build you up, and away. Please talk to her on Monday after 10 o'clock. That's 52.03, please. Here's 59.28. Okay, you just got into the program a couple months ago. It's a rebuilt. Christopher's your specialist. Doesn't say if you're getting a bonus card. Whole thing go, you have this big collection, got to go around that. You have no open credit. Okay, so we got to get you started. Again, I don't know if you get a bonus card. If not, get a hold of Chris and have him give you some bonus credit, but you have to pay for that. This would need 3 starter cards and build you up, and away. Again, up to you. From there, that's 59.28. Okay, you're in the 600s, not bad. Probably start popping something right away if you want to. You do have a couple green lines. 59.29. Got a lot of collection crap. Lucky they're not huge. This one here, these are both paid. You get rid of those. Wrap or rescore doesn't say bonus card. We'll find that out. And Brandon's your specialist, so give him a call on Monday. You have no revolving credit. We're going to have to pop 3 cards and get 3 and 3. 3 cards, 3 balances, 3 payments, and then we build bigger cards on the top of that. Doesn't say you get a bonus card, so we need to know that too. It's 5929. 5929. We have 5917. And again, you gave Experian.com versus Credit Karma. I think Credit Karma would be easier for the graph, but it's up to you. Rebuild, rapid, 10,000 of credit. Christopher's your specialist. You just started, and we have 2 collections to go around. See what can happen to those. And these can increase the limit or pay it down. And this could push you to 700. And you have green lights as well, which is very good to rebuild you. So once again, that is 5917. I don't see you Scoot American Express or Chase. If you did, let us know, please. 5844. Here we want 50,000. Priscilla's your specialist. You just signed up recently. This little crap card for 300 bucks is 105%. Why don't we take these cards here and balance it? Let me push it to 700, and let me start popping credit for that 50,000. And hopefully you have a corporation to build you more credit there too, but it's going to be up to you. American Express and Chase has no problem. Good. And you have some green lights. It's good. Let's go get some credit. All right, up, up, and away. That's the ultimate goal for 5844. Here's 5388. 5388. Rebuild, 10,000 credit. Priscilla's your specialist. We got you almost 100 points here and here, no problem. Got you 2 cards. You started no credit at all. So again, that's why we get starter cards 500 to 1,000 bucks. Again, they had no credit, so the next thing is go get another card. I believe I popped this one earlier today. Check for Priscilla on Monday as well, please. So again, we have some green lights, and our rapid is good to 1120. All right, it actually ended, so you need a new rapid. That's why you're playing the up and down show right now. So let's get you more credit. Let's get you to rapid. 5388. From there again, if you're in a credit rebuilding program, I'd say, Zelle, $9.99, let's push you up. Let's get you that point. We give you up to 25,000 of credit based on 10 or 25,000. Go to the class, all right, level 1 and set up with me, and we build you up, and away. Remember, corporation is a legal person. So if we build supply, turn it into cash, you can balance your debt, because I don't think you're winning the lottery, getting a raise. Again, what do we get to do? I'd use that to balance my debt. It's usually about 51,000 of credit. We have to look at SS4 because we're allowed to set up credit reports on the SS4. So we can get one per entity, so that can help us build us up, and away, and get to the American dream. Here we have Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. I set up credit reports all the time. You guarantee a building, a car, apartment complex, storage unit, please be careful. All right, no matter if the corporation fails or goes into business, there's a problem, they're still going to sue you. So like I said earlier today, please call your specialist. All right, Monday after 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. The goal is to repackage everybody. See, the problem we have is people with a lack of knowledge, they don't know what they're doing, and they're listening to a bunch of people around them that don't have it down as a pattern, and now you actually create a lot of the stuff you use today. So the ultimate goal is learning how to play the game to win. There's some questions here. Let me go through these. I always take a picture so I can give it to the specialist as well. Ultimate goal from there. Thank you. No problem. When do we see Jesus not in the drive? Oh, he's asking, so I have a book coming out. Jesus is not a drive-through. Okay. Hopefully soon. Thank you so much. All right, because no one can tell me anything now, but I can give it up. Thank you. I will get to the new driver's license that you needed. Great to verify. That's from Glover. No problem as well. 5 to 7 days, no problem at all. Get that taken care of. 5914, I missed myself, okay? Well, Larry, I had basically talked to the office on Monday. If it was in this set here today, all right, they can go over on the phone. They will do that anyway with you. From there, you can also watch this tomorrow. I do it again. Okay, if you're not in today's, you can always call the office and ask, when do you analyze me next? So the goal is to repackage everybody like Humpty Dumpty. Remember, you have to be CFO level. I want to get you to millionaire. All right. All I know is I created millionaires and billionaires all the time. We got class in rotation. Tomorrow, you have nonprofit. Corporations, a legal person that may sue or be sued. So when we look at grocery stores, banks, and cities, please understand you get to play that same game, but you didn't have to bring the pain home. So do you want to be a millionaire? The answer should be no. Do you want a millionaire corporation? The answer should be yes. Each entity gives you the line of defense not to bring the pain to the corporate you. That's why I developed and created division process for me in 85, 86. Financial series, tax balancing buckets of money become the bank. That's the way it works. So again, today you get about a 10% discount, if not more. If you did things right away, division process, pretty simple. I'll add history, start them up. Use each divisions $9.99 today. You're getting them for $4.99, even a discount on top of that. So you can get 3 divisions with or without credit, or 9 or 12. Take a picture, call the office, make sure you understand that discount is good today only. From there, if you need 100,000 of credit, personal or business or a combination of both, they normally charge 10,000. From there today, their discount is $79.99, but I wanted to give an extra percentage, so it's 50% off today if it was done for $4,999 by Zao. But again, that's up to you. 50,000, usually $5,000, discounted $39.99 today, and 25,000 is discounted to $19.99. Simple to do. There's your Zao information. You can always call the office at 800-254-9506. If you call right away, tell them to waive the 5% fee, see if they can. So I'd like you to find your me time. I don't think you have your time. I think your time has you. Money making machine. I'm always going to go boring and steady. I never wanted to run a business, ever. I just want to be the bank. I like the management companies manage the businesses I have, so I don't have to do anything besides what I want to do. I freed up my time a long time ago. Reynolds Financial Group, LLP, it's where I partner with people all the time. Auto income experts. Well, I created it, so I guess I'm an expert. I like goodies. I like the fact that I have everything I ever wanted. Me, I like my way that I do locations as well. So I'll show you some I'm going to get for me. If you like one, let me know. We can partner up, or you can teach you how to do it yourself. That's what happens when you're in coaching. What I'd tell you to do is become an investor. As we build the corporate credit, use that to, be the investment. You never want to use your own money and everything else because you don't have enough. Corporate credit finances the dream, offsets the taxes. These are the things that I always specialize in. So if you didn't take a picture, take your picture now. From there, every division you have should be known as a bucket of money. How I laid it up is very simple. When I create a division process, one card can become 99 more cards. They offer it to you all the time. So that means each division has its own credit files. We can take one card and turn it into $1 million less than 9 months. Each division should have what? A different function. That's called financial freedom. All right, and that's the ultimate goal that I've always done for me. From there, the locations, no problem. I'll find one for you. We can work hard, get through the escrow. For you, you do it yourself, or I do it with you, or we partner up. It'll be up to you. Buying an income. Sometimes I overpop people. And if I overpop, you understand something. All right, first I charge you 10% for the overpopping, or I shrink the limit back to what it was. If you want to buy an income, you can also put money in what's called a bridge loan. This gives you 8, 9, 10 a month for about 12 months, and it doubles the money when you put 5,000 in it. So again, that's people use cards, use cash deposits all the time. Again, that's a Zelle or call the office. Phone calls with me are pretty simple. It's a 15-minute phone call. It's a 1-hour blueprint, or it's every other week in coaching. If you need a phone call, 15 to 20 minutes, it's $3.99 if you Zelle it today. The blueprint is you and your partner of life. I don't think I can give you 100% of me until I blueprint you. And that's what I like to do. So husband and wife or partner of life, simple. We charge at the office $19.99 for that blueprint call, up to 1 hour. All right, if it was done today, it'd be discounted $9.99. It's a Zell. From there, coaching's great because it's fun watching people change their lives. I can guide you in every step of the way to get your first location of auto income, or we partner up as well. What I always did to let you know is on the Wells Fargo or B of A lines of credit, I'd take 40,000 off of a card, and I'd go get basically a car wash, laundromat, or dry cleaners. 100,000 use the storage unit, 250 is used in apartment complex. I always focus on boring and steady. Here's a mini coaching maybe to get your feet wet. 1 hour blueprint, all right, one coaching call, 10,000 credit, 90-day, a rapid rescore. Today it is discounted, literally almost half price for $19.99. I have one opening for that only. So again, if that person wants it, it's only during the webinar for $19.99. From there, it is a Zell. From there, if you want 6 weeks, that means simple. We're going to do the blueprint call, 25,000 of credit, expedite the rapids, all right, calls, and we're going to do classes 1, level 1, 2, and 3 in specialty. They usually sell that for about $11,497 in the office. Today it is discounted to $6,000. From there, it's a Zell. Call the office, 800-254-9506. They might even let you make a payment or two. When I look at what the IRS says about 5 million below, small company. So if you get it in 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months, okay, let's change our projection and our goal to 5 million. Again, let's go fight to get the keys on a location. Together, I do it for you. Next thing is if we did the 3 to 6, 12 months, what is our ultimate goal? We want to turn around and make sure we understand about projections, daisy chain the credit, and creating the limits up, and away in a bi-weekly call. You're stuck with me. If we did a 3 months coaching, literally it's going to be $9,000, and we build you 50,000 of credit. If we did a 6 months coaching, it's 16,000. We give you 100,000 of credit. If we do a year, it's 32,000. We build you 200,000 of credit. It's a Zell or payments. You can call the office and work that out in details as well. Rapid rescore. All right, years ago with Ken Yarbrough and me, we come up with something because rapid refresh and score had to be working when someone's in an escrow. So it will push your points up. From there, it's $4.99 for a rapid. If you do what you're told, you will have a 750 and above. If you're not a client yet, you can get the 750 score. We're going to give you up to 10,000 of credit. We're going to do the rapid, and we'll dispute anything you have negatively for 9 months for free. We charge $14.98. Today it is discounted. If you want to go to class Friday and Saturday or both, you can. It's discounted to $9.99. From there, if you have a corp, I'll build the one you have or with you, or hand you a new one and you pay your filing fee. Give you 25,000 of credit for $24.99. Today it is discounted to $19.99. You save $500. You did it while the broadcast of the webinar. Analyze, add history, and start popping credit right away. And go to that class. Set up level 1, please. It's a Zell, or you call the office right away. You can join my referral program or help me help you, help others. I have an affiliate program as well. So we could play. Remember, your banks and grocery stores file bankruptcy on locations. You can have 3 divisions of you. You could have protected you all along, but you didn't know rules and tools. Now you're learning some more. You can stop bringing that pain home every step of the way, and you can become a certified CFO. Look beyond that curtain every time. Please tear it apart. For me, I do my best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. The ultimate day, I do the best I can, and I want to change the world. And that's been my dream since I was a kid. Change the world. And that's the ultimate goal for that as well. So, all right, 2 more questions that came up. Let me make sure I take a picture so everybody gets it as well. All right, looking forward to Blueprint Me. Big smiles, no problem. All right, and you miss yourself. All right, Larry, just call the office right away. So let's see. We do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And never forget the end of the day. God loves us all.